what can screenwriters do to make their script stand out, or them to stand out of the crowd? Because even when you guys were starting in the 90s, it's a lot different world. Even when you got Family Man made than it is today. I mean, arguably Family Man probably wouldn't get made today in the studio system, because that's not the movies that they're making now.
Yeah, Family Man would be hard to get made today. And many of the scripts that we've sold, and listen, there's no question about it. There's an arms race in screenwriting, right? In terms of shocking people or creating, crazy set pieces or all these things. I mean, I really feel like if you want your script to stand out, make the reader feel something. That's always it's something that never goes out of fashion. It's something that people will always respond to.
Right.
And it has nothing to do with the arms race of shock value or things that are kind of crazy. If you make somebody feel something, it's undeniable. And listen, you might not sell your script for $1 million, but it will get the attention of the people reading it, and it'll lead to good things.
I agree 100%. I mean, the truth is you may still not sell your script, but you will really earn a lot of fans. People will talk about you. They'll share your script with other people. Ultimately, that's what you want. What happens out here is people read stuff, and for them to take it to their boss, you put your neck out there.
It's a risk.
What's that?
It's a risk on their part.
It's a risk, right? So if you're going to ask somebody else to read something, you have to at least be able to say, this really moved me. I thought this was really wonderful. And no one will ever resent you for making them read something that moves them. Even if ultimately they're not going to buy it. They may say it doesn't fit in here. This is not our brand. They may say that. But if they're moved, they'll never regret having read it, and they may hire you to write something else.
And it doesn't matter what genre you're writing in. It's a horror movie. It's an action movie. It's a comedy. Whatever it is, make the reader feel something.
People want to be moved. They want to be impacted. And the other thing that I would say is write something, find your twist on whatever genre you're writing in. If what you deliver is a script that people feel they've read 100 times before and offers nothing new, it's hard to be inspired by that.
Right.
But if you can do something in a way that's a little bit different, that has your own unique spin on it, that's very helpful.
I mean, talking about being moved, I mean, arguably, and everyone listening will now turn off because I'm going to talk about my favorite movie of all time. But there's a reason why. It's Shawshank Redemption.
Sure.
Is one of those films that arguably anybody that I speak to says, well, that's just great. And if they don't like it, they're dead inside and I can't speak to you. That's just obviously. I mean, I'm assuming you guys are fans. If not, we can just end the conversation now.
Yeah, and I actually showed it to my kids not that long ago, to my sons, and now it's one of their top movies. And these are kids who are growing up in the Marvel era.
Right, and that's the thing, that because I saw it when I was just out of high school. It was like 94 when that got released, something like that year. Great year for movies that year. And I remember that, like, my friends who were in high school who like thought Jean-Claude Van Damme was the greatest actor of all time, they said that, like, God, that was a really good movie. It had penetrated all of the ignorance and the just the non-nuances of being that young, like you did with your sons probably, who like are growing up in the Marvel times, and said, wow, that really hit me. And I've studied that movie and I've studied that script so much. And I always ask any screenwriters I have on the show, I'm like, what is it? Like, what? Like, because it's the worst name in history. It's the worst pitch in history. Like, there's nothing like of any sort of value in the way that they present the idea. But yet it cuts through everything and now is considered, if not the best, according to IMDb, one of the best films of all time. But yet there's no reason it should be. And, so I always ask screenwriters who are fans, what do you think the reasoning is behind that film?
I think it taps into our desire to believe in the good things in life, in hope and friendship. I mean, those are the two things that survive in that movie, and that's what prevails in that movie: hope and friendship, hope, faith, friendship. If those things are important to you or resonate with you, then it's hard not to be a fan of Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, without question. That's what, like I said, like you just said, if you're a fan of hope and friendship, you're going to like it. So if you don't like it, you're obviously not a friend. You obviously don't like hope or friendship, and you're dead.
I think so.
And you're dead
I mean,
inside.
why do people like Springsteen?
Like, you either do, I mean, well, Springsteen, I love Springsteen. How can you not love Springsteen? I mean, come on.
There you go.
I mean, but I'm from a different generation, so are you guys, but I know the boss, and I remember him, and I still remember his stuff, but he's one of the, how do you not like the Beatles? Like, how can you not, look at the Beatles and go, damn.
Yeah.